Good evening, everyone. Nivola here again. Christmas approaches very quickly, and no doubt you've seen advent calendars in the shops with little chocolates or little trinkets. I've designed an advent calendar that suits my passion, which is whiskey. And here it is. It is yet to have whiskey put in the little bottles, but I have 25 little bottles, all named, with the date and the whiskey. And we're going to fill them up this afternoon, and on the 1st of December, we're going to start drinking some very nice whiskies. So here we go. December the 1st will be Bruichladdich Port Charlotte Heavily Peated. Somebody might pass me the... There we go. Now these are only little 20ml bottles. That's a bit of a battle. I've already taken the cork out, I'm getting too excited. So just enough to have a nightcap of this on each particular day. So that's the Port Charlotte. December the 2nd is the Connemara Peated, which is over there. Thank you. Connemara is an Irish whiskey, and it is moderately peated, not as heavy as the Bruichladdich. Oh, gee, it smells good. I get stuck into that now. The third one is the Balvenie single barrel. Now that is serious juice. Over here somewhere. Balvenie from the Speyside area. And the fourth is the Knob Creek Rye Whiskey. A bit of United States. So we've already had some Irish, and now the US. With one of my relatives who we stayed with in Washington DC, we polished off half a bottle of this. Very tasty. Not too good the next morning, but wasn't bad. Oh, I'll wreck my advent calendar before we start. The Highland Park, I don't know whether it's called Svein or Sven, but this is one of the Highland Park unaged statements. And it's a big bottle, you can see I bought it duty free. That's that one, December the 5th. December the 6th is the Maker's Mark. Not that one, this one. Maker's Mark 46. So this is there's Maker's Mark, and then this one is the, I suppose, the classier one. And then we have the Dalwhinnie Winter's Gold. Dalwhinnie, beautiful whiskies. Where is it? Just there. So it's the second of two Dalwhinnies I've got. I've got the ordinary 15-year-old, which is luscious honey and heather, and the 8th, December the 8th, Aberlour, 16-year-old. You may remember I made some notes about the Aberlour 10 and the Aberlour Abunad some time ago. We had a discussion, my son-in-law and I. This is the Aberlour 16-year-old. So that's the end of the first row. Next we have December the 9th, Laphroaig. Not the ordinary Laphroaig 10-year-old, this one's called 4 Oak. But it has all that peat and seaweed and iodine. Whoops, wrong cork. One of those, yep. Right, the Deveron 12-year-old for December the 10th. That's this one here. Thank you. As you can see, we're making this up as we go along, but it's good fun. And I'm anticipating a very interesting December. That's the Deveron 12-year-old for December the 10th. December the 11th is the Glengasau Revival. As you can see, this is a fairly new bottle. And the Glenlivet Masters Blend. Master Distillers edition, it says. A friend of mine flew in from Indonesia and bought that for me. That was very generous of him. Alright, where we're up to, December 13th, one of the Bunnahabhains from the island of Islay. I don't know quite how to pronounce this. I'll have a go. It's Stewardare. That'll do. And Tomintoul Peaty Tang is next. You can see I've got quite a few with peat. Lucky me. December 15th, the Rollins Tennessee Sour Mash Whiskey. Very interesting drop. One of those that I went in to taste and walked out with the bottle. Doesn't happen a lot. Not much. And to complete the next set of 8 days, the Johnnie Walker Island Green. Now the normal Johnnie Walker Green label is 15 years old. This doesn't have an age statement, but it's got lots of that smoky, peaty island stuff. Okay, we're getting near the end here. I'll grab some from over here. The next one, December 17th, the Old Pulteney 17-year-old. December 18th, Bushmills 10-year-old is in behind that Tullamore Dew. We had a taste of this only a couple of weeks ago, and it is wonderful stuff. Bushmills 10. Not very expensive either. And December 19th, Tobermory from the island of Mull. 12-year-old. Ooh, it's going to be a generous little slug that day. Mind you, getting close to Christmas, I'll probably need it. Okay, the 20th, Glendronach 12. Aha. Right here. Blue label there. Glendronach 12-year-old. 21st. One of the old standard favourites back here, the Ardbeg 10-year-old. When too much peat is barely enough. Royal Lochnagar. Don't know a lot about this one. I'll look forward to learning. Getting close to Christmas now. '23rd, Cragganmore. If you don't know about Cragganmore, that's the one you've got to learn about. This is wonderful stuff. Mind you, I say that about a lot of whiskey, so whether you can believe me or not, I don't know. And December 24th is this very special Balblair 89. And on Christmas Day, December 25th, my son-in-law Craig here and I have a little tradition going of having Lagavulin 16. I discussed Lagavulin 16 a month or so ago. Probably my favourite whiskey of all. And
actually, we'll put a photo on screen.
Yeah, be good. A couple of years, well, more than a couple of years ago, before Craig and his wife, my daughter, had moved here to live in Australia, one Christmas morning, we bought a bottle of this and we got stuck into it. Ruined us for the rest of the day, but still, it was very nice. So there we go, on December 25th, and I'm sure we'll continue the tradition of having more than one dram of Lagavulin 16. I'm sorry that was a bit rambly, but it was an idea that occurred to me that I thought, well, I'm not interested in chocolates, I'm interested in whiskies. So there we go, that's my advent calendar for this year. There's plenty of time for you to make one too if you want.